Hello and welcome, retards, to episode number 72 of Talking About Real Shit podcast.
Fucking 72?
With yours truly, Dennis, and my good old sister. My good old, not injured, but medically induced. Medically fragile sister. She's going to make a little cameo appearance. I told her she doesn't have to go on, but...
just a little bit for my fans, you know?
For the fans.
Did I tell them? They had to cut off half my body.
She has no legs.
They said Red Bull does that. It did not give me wings. It made me lose my legs. No, it's just... I have a little plastic tube that goes up my pee hole.
Yeah.
All the way to my kidney. That's nice. It feels really good.
So you're kind of like a sprinkler system now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And it's painful. And I have to have it until July 18th. That's a long time. If it stays this painful till July 18th, I'm going to kill myself.
I think it'll get better
it
over
will
time.
Not.
I think it'll get better over time.
I don't know. It just is very painful.
Like the tube part?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said you don't feel that anymore.
No, that's like the part that you feel like in your bladder.
Oh. I thought you said that was fine. What was the other thing you said like you didn't care for?
Like the part where the tube is at the very bottom, it feels like someone's using knives and stabbing you in the vagina with it. That's what that feels like. Like a goddamn samurai sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Don't drink Red Bull.
Don't drink Red Bull. This is what it does to you. And I have to do midget wrestling tomorrow. I don't have to do it because I'm too high. I'm too tall. But like I'm gonna go watch midget wrestling.
Oh, I was like, wait, what is happening?
I'm gonna watch midget wrestling tomorrow, and I really hope to God I feel better by then.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that they're coming in town.
On the short bus.
Short bus. Yeah. No, it's fucking. You gotta drink water.
I do.
Water's important.
And I'm just peeing like crazy.
Yeah.
And it hurts to pee. Like tears out of my eyes.
Tears out of your vagina.
Right.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Mm-mm. What else did I talk about?
I don't know. There's... I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Did you have anything uneventful?
Besides this, no. That's it.
Yeah, just that.
That's about all I have.
Drink water. This right here shows a PSA. This is a PSA, pretty much.
Oh well, yeah, I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
For real, because I'm gonna have to do it again, and for one side, and then he said once or maybe 2 times for the left side.
That's the bigger one.
So I'm gonna have to do this like 3 fucking times.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have the stent in me for like months.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking forward to that. Because I have a pretty decent pain tolerance. Like, I feel like it.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I feel like you're pretty good at it, yeah.
I wouldn't wish this on anybody right now.
That bad?
Yeah. Because I can't get comfortable. And, like, I can't sleep. And it's just, like, constant pain.
You wish you can live off that anesthesia, don't you?
Fuck yes, I do. Put me to sleep.
That's the only reason I want Medicare is when I get injured so I can go under anesthesia. It's one of the best things that can happen to you.
Yeah.
Is that your first time ever doing it?
No, my gallbladder. Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It's nice.
I just go to sleep and then I wake up.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine going to sleep like that. That's what Michael Jackson did all the time. He pretty much went to sleep like that all the time.
Anesthesia?
I don't know if it was like that extreme, but a lot. That's like why he had a medical doctor.
Damn.
It's like that's what like if I had money, I would do the same
thing. Dude, put me out every fucking night.
Yeah, nice that would be.
Yeah.
Just because then you don't have that time pass too.
Right.
So you just wake up, boom, like you get a 4-hour sleep. And
you feel like you rested for 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Rest in peace. Yeah.
I wish I could be more eventful today, but like honestly I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Because I just have to like go to the bathroom every second and just sit there. Like I live in that bathroom now.
So you have like instead of me having like a 2-layer shit system, you have like a 30-layer piss system.
Oh yeah, and it makes me might get all sweaty when it starts to hurt. I don't think laying down feels good.
No?
I think standing feels better.
Standing's better?
Maybe. Or I think something's wearing off. Because it
Right
just
now?
hit me as soon as I laid down, yeah.
Right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stand up.
No. If I stand up, I have to go pee. And then I'm going to be in there for like 20 minutes. So.
Fuck. I don't know.
I need some freaking heroin or something right now. So I don't feel anything. So anyone out there has some.
Send it over.
Send it over. DoorDash it.
We'll get a P.O. box. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to keep, like, that's why I said you shouldn't even do this.
Well, just for a little bit, and then you can do it by yourself.
Yeah.
This is my end.
This is my end.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
I have to go pee.
Okay. All right, so Eno was obviously in a lot of pain, so we didn't do a longer episode with her, but it is just me today. It's about 6 hours before the podcast has to be released, but we are in an A-OK place. This won't be too long. We're probably going to go for like 20 minutes or so, if that. I'm not entirely too sure, but yeah, hopefully she's doing a bit better today. So at least like from what I've heard, because I didn't see her too much today because I went to go do a video and photo shoot and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully everything goes well with her. But yeah, there's been some interesting stuff that that's happened since last week. We had 2 things in our state of Idaho. 2 things kind of interestingly happened. Obviously, probably a shit ton of more things happened, but for the things that I heard, and one definitely made national news because it's kind of wild, but one was more local and not that big of a deal, but I just kind of want to go in depth of it because I want to show you guys how many people, or how people don't care, right? I don't know how many people care. Who knows? Probably not that much, but the first thing, this is out of state. This is out of Idaho. This was in Michigan. This was actually a wild video that I saw. Like, I don't get it. It's fucking kind of crazy. Let me pull it up real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it. There we go. Okay. 12-year-old. Let's just go up here. 12-year-old robs gas station at gunpoint after stealing guardian's gun from locked cabinet, reports say. 12-year-old robs gas station. Watch this shit.
All right, have a nice day. Some money in the bag. What? Some money in the bag. Are you serious? Hey! Yeah. Here, get out, Bryce. Here, take it.
Wild. If you watch that, he fires the gun. He gets like scared from it, and then the gun jams. So I'm guessing he limp wristed. Is that what it's called? I think it's limp wristing. So when you fire a weapon, specifically lighter guns, if it's a full metal gun, it tends to not happen that well. But if you're limp wristing a handgun and you don't hold onto it tightly and like let the gun just kind of naturally shoot, but you're not putting that force back to it, it will jam the weapon. Normally it happens to polymer style weapons, Glocks, things like that. If it's a full metal one like NXD, it tends not to happen, but it can. But in lighter feeling pistols, it will happen. So obviously he was limp wristing it. They found him, and it's funny because his shirt says justice. I just noticed that. It says justice. I hope you get your justice by a bullet in your fucking head. I know he's a 12-year-old, but fuck off. Go die. I can't do an episode without telling someone to die. But fucking wild, man. They found him like a block and a half away from the gas station. Didn't have a care in the world. He said he didn't even do it for the money. He just did it. Who the fuck knows why? I would love to know this kid's background. I want to know what house he came from, how his parents treat him, and things like that, because I absolutely find that fucking crazy. But yeah, it's luckily no one got hurt or anything like that with that, but fucking wild piece of shit kid. So that was the kind of thing that I saw. It kind of blew my mind of how shit's kind of going. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning would be behind this. I wish it was like more. The most recent thing was like the day it happened, like a day after it happened, but there's nothing like new about it, you know? Um yeah, I don't know. There's like nothing new about it. I don't know. Yeah, the 12-year-old let me read verbatim of what some this article said. He stole $3,800. We have about 4 units in the area. Pull this up here for you guys. The 12-year-old did not resist arrest. He faces 7 felony charges, including armed robbery and assault with a deadly weapon. A friend of the suspect told investigators that the suspect planned to rob a gas station and that he even asked which one in town had the least amount of security. The friend suggested the Marathon station, believing it had the most security. Okay, so the friend was... Why didn't the friend, like, report it or something? I don't know. The handgun, a Taurus. Okay, so yeah, definitely a lighter weapon. Tauruses are prone to not be that great, and they are polymer, I believe, so that makes sense why he would have limp wristed it there. According to the charging documents, was stolen by the suspect's stepfather, probably a piece of shit stepdad. He said he forced it open, though we didn't see any signs of forced entry. I think he had located the combination to that particular safe. Okay, yeah, it's quite flabbergasting. Yeah, he just didn't give a shit. Suspect's unclear. He was not after the money. He was planning to throw the cash in a sewer instead of keeping it. Like, according to the friend who was interviewed by investigators, the suspect told him he wanted to go to juvie. Like, okay, I'll just say it straight up. I will say it straight up without a fucking care in the world. Okay? Kill him. Kill him. Die. What is the reason? Like, you're a piece. I know he's a kid. Fuck it. Right? I don't care. I truly don't. Because everyone, no matter if you're white, black, Asian, gay, straight, fucking anything, if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, right? Some people just deserve to fucking leave in a way that, you know, like, leave. Not like get out of my house, but like, leave completely. Like, send him to, okay, don't kill him. Send him to Mars. Go see if you can breathe up there. You know? That's all you got to do, okay? I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me that happened. But yeah, fucking luckily, no one got hurt and stuff, but like, again, trauma, man. It just fucking, no one's giving a shit, and then trauma because crazy shit happens, but then you can't really get that trauma fixed because you're a gas station employee and you don't have great health insurance. And even if you do have great health insurance, you still have to pay a shit ton to get that therapy and all that stuff. It's just a cycle of bullshit and bullshit. So they'll give her like antidepressant pills because some shit's gonna go down, and this pill and this pill and this pill, and then that pill causes this, and then this pill causes cancer, and then the cancer fucking causes shit ton of... You see where I'm going with this. You see where I'm going with this. It's fucking wild. It's sad, but that's the system that we live in. One thing that happened here in Boise, Meridian, whatever. I was driving Uber, and I get a message from the person I'm going to pick up from the village saying, we think there's an active shooter. We cannot leave the area. Bunch of police, bunch of fire department, I should say. Police in some gear, things like that. I'm kind of driving around the village. They don't have anything blocked off. Supposedly someone let off fireworks at the village. But what I want to get to now, like, luckily there was no shooting. Like, thank goodness that there wasn't anything crazy that happened. Like, no one really got hurt other than, they say, minor injuries from people panicking and, thinking that it was a gun, which makes sense. But the people that I picked up, it was 3 people. It was a daughter my age, probably like higher 20s, upper 20s. Her boyfriend, fiance's husband, I don't know, and then the mom of the daughter were in the car. And before I get into this part, what I don't get how people would react to this situation. So you had two loud bangs go off, right, from a certain direction. And you would be able to kind of tell what direction that comes from, right? If it's kind of further away, you would know, hey, like it's coming from this direction, this, it's like spatial audio. It's real life. It's not fucking just headsets and fucking Tarkov. It happens in real life, obviously. So people panicked. They're like eating at Yard House specifically. People panicked, and a bunch of them rushed into Yard House. People left too, but a bunch of people rushed into Yard House. So they rushed into a building that is literally like 80% glass. To me, that makes zero fucking sense. Me and Ina have talked about this countless of times with like those stupid bomb threat prevention tests and shit, whatever you want to call. Can't think of the fucking word. God damn it. Like when you a bomb test. Nah, that's what the bomb threat. Like a bomb threat practice drill. A drill. That's the word I think that I'm looking for. So you would like, at our schools, pretty much, like at least my high school, and I'm pretty sure it's still the same way to this day. Everyone go to the auditorium in a compacted area where now 1,000 people are going to be in this very small section of an area, like a perfect time to do something in not a good way, right? I always found that really stupid of like, compacting your place in one area. I think it's dumb, right? But that's what people do naturally. So like they ran into this fucking building. It's like, man, if there was really a shooting going on, the guy could have easily shot through glass if he saw a lot of people in there, things like that. It's just, I found it very funny. But why I'm going to say people don't care is because of this. Her daughter is right next to her in the fucking car. It's a Toyota Prius, tiny, right? They're kind of like, talking, and like, the daughter is like saying like, we're going home. I don't want to like do anything. And like, not because she's traumatized. Like, obviously she's kind of like, people were panicking, running in, like all this kind of crazy, you don't know. And she hurt the banks too. So that kind of added to it. She wasn't per se traumatized, but she was like done, right? It's like, you know what? This ruined my night. Like that shit sucked. It ruined my night. It ruined my like happy mood. Like just fuck. I just want to go home, fucking chill, right? The mom kept pushing, like, no, let's go to this store and all this stuff, right? Kept pushing that, whatever. So like, we're just kind of getting a basis here. And then the fucking mom taps on my shoulder, right? Because she's sitting right behind me. And she's like, can you believe this? I'm like, what? Can you believe that? Because she was like, can you believe that there was some girls that were like there for a birthday party, and like I don't know exactly what, but they ran out and like left their stuff there. Like they left their like, like one had like a tiara thing. I don't know if it was a tiara, but something like celebratory on a head, or like a scarf thing, like those fucking flower. I don't know, some shit, right? And like they left their purses behind, right? I'm like, okay. She's like, can you believe that? I'm like, she's expecting me to say like, wow, like why would you leave your stuff behind after there was a possible shooting and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, like what's the big deal about that? She's like, wouldn't your mom be mad when you came home and you left your stuff behind? I'm like, I think my mom would be fucking happy that I'm still goddamn alive, right? Not that I left some bullshit behind. And the daughter's, again, sitting right next to her. She's like, what, you would be mad at me if she's like, yep. I'm like, I'm like, no, I didn't say like loud, but I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, you'd be mad at me? She's like, yeah. She's like, I think that's just you. Like, I forgot there was a line in there or something. She's like, nope, parents are parents. Parents are always parents. We would get mad at you. I'm like, I don't think all parents would work that way. I think you're just kind of a piece of shit. But okay, buddy. I found that so surprising. I was like, hold on for a second. If there actually was a shooting, let's see what your reaction would be then. If those were real fucking shots, right? I I found that very fucking interesting. I just find it that people, like, unless it literally doesn't happen to you, people don't give a shit, which is like a big part of, I think, why we have so many problems. Because you look at it, like the homeless issues that we have, um, like when you're from a smaller town, when you do, like, it's hard. Obviously, the bigger the town is, kind of, the more homeless people there are. Obviously, it's just percentages. Um, I remember, like, you see, like, as a smaller, like, coming from a smaller town or whatever, you see like a homeless person, and like it makes you like feel makes you feel bad for them and all that stuff, right? And still to this day, it's like I you feel bad for them. And but we live in a society where, like, people don't care for them. I'm not getting into a point where, like, a lot of them made terrible decisions to get to that place. Some of them didn't. I'm not talking about anything about how they got there, right? Whether they got there by kind of their choice, whether it was, starting to do drugs or anything, like, because that is technically your choice. I'm on that stance. Things like that. Well, I'm not saying how they got there, because they could have been, they got laid off from their job and they couldn't afford this insanely high house market and they lost everything. That could easily happen. I'm not saying any of that kind of stuff can't happen. But people are just prone to not give a shit about homeless people, right? Especially like bigger cities and stuff like that, like New York and shut up. Sorry, the fucking news went off. Things like that, like they just tend to not care, right? And we live in a world where, like, you don't care unless it's, I won't even say world, I'll just say here again. I don't want to like push this onto others. We live in a society in this country that we just don't care unless it happens to us, right? So I just found that interesting with that whole fucking, that story. I'm like, to have that perspective and not even like genuinely be like, it wasn't a joke. Like, this was serious shit. To not be joking about that and have genuinely have that thought in your mind, to me shows that we're in a place that we're in a bad place. we're not in a good place mentally in this country, right? That's all I'll say. With that being said, that we're not in a good place in this country mentally, there's people that, again, when it comes to things, there's just extremists on all sides, right? So there's people that I say really don't care, but then there's people like this that really do care, right? I don't care about the ad blocker. 31 people arrested in Idaho for ties to the white nationalist group, and plan to riot at a pride event, police say. This happened in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Now it's like national news, pretty much. Luckily, this person found that, this little army of people were getting into a fucking U-Haul. They're all dressed in the same thing, all wearing masks, same hat. I don't know what the hats say. I think they all say kind of different things. Someone commented, I saw a little meme of this. They're like, "Oh, now they're wearing masks." I kind of found that funny, because I'm pretty sure these people like were anti-COVID and all this shit. Yeah, they were gonna head to the park during the like some kind of pride event, and it's kind of like national news and stuff like that now. The police who arrested these people are getting like death threats and things like that, so it's kind of fucking wild. And yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Sorry, I was trying to according to ADL, Russo led, this is this certain guy. Okay. Russo allegedly participated in the Unite the Right. Okay. But yeah, like, it's just, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Like, you have people that don't care, and then you have people that care just way too much. Just let people live their lives. Whether you, like, it's just wild to me that, like, how can you just, I don't know. I find when you care about something too much, I've said it before in this podcast, when you care about something too much, whatever it is, I think you're, one, annoying, two, fucking, like, just mentally unstable in some shape or form. I just like, I see like an old guy like having a sign that says like something about Jesus and stuff like that. It's like, sure, be religious, but man, you're in retirement, you're old as shit, and you're standing in the fucking corner all the time speaking about Jesus of some shit. You're not even like making like a positive impact to what you're trying to believe in. If you love Jesus so much, then go to a church and do shit, right? Help people, help others. Not just stand by a fucking corner of a goddamn shitty city, of a shitty fucking corner of two shitty streets in the shitty neighborhood of this shithole town of this shithole country and hold a sign about fucking Jesus. It's like, go do something about that. If Jesus is inside you, spread Jesus in a fucking better way if you're so down into it, right? Same thing with like, I don't know, even like the pride stuff. Honestly, I'm all good for that kind of stuff, right? I do what you want. I don't care, right? And like you should have all the rights to do that kind of stuff. But like the whole like just like the huge push into like, I don't know, just be yourself. I just like, I don't know. I guess there has to be a push for like the rights and all that stuff, and I completely understand that. I'm not like going behind the fact that you shouldn't just do anything. I get there's pushes for like women's suffrage and LGBTQ movements and civil rights movements and things like that. Like obviously if Martin Luther King or Malcolm X didn't do anything and Rosa Parks and all that stuff, like we would be in a very different area than we already are right now. But I don't know. I feel like I just don't know why people just can't live. Why does life have to be so complicated to like the majority of the people that fucking live? Just live life simple. I don't know. It's weird. I get it. Like obviously I get it, but at the same time, like I don't. And like it's all these like stupid like I was driving because like if you go in your Uber app right now as like a passenger, if you like zoom into the little cars that are available around you, they have pride flags on them, right? I was driving this person. She's like, "Oh, do you get to customize your car?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, what I didn't know what she meant. I thought she like meant my actual car." I'm like, "Well, it's my car, so I can do whatever the fuck I want with it." And she's like, "Are you able to?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like you have like the pride flag on yours. I was like, "Oh no," I was like, "They just do that, whatever." Like Uber does that, and that pisses me off. It's so like I talked about it, I think last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. This world is just a fucking cesspool of virtue signaling, man. It truly is just a cesspool of virtue signaling. The only reason they have the fucking pride flag is why they don't. Let's be fucking real. Obviously, there's employees in there that do care, but overall, they don't give a shit. They don't care. All these companies don't care because if you go to the Middle Eastern version of those fucking companies, like on Twitter and shit like that, they have not changed it to the pride flags. Why? Because people would be pissed over there. So what does that show you? It shows you that they're just fucking pushing it to what is the right thing to push at the right location, right? I don't know if that explains it that well, but for them to have that here in the US based ones, if your company truly believed in pride rights and LGBTQ rights and all that stuff, then you would put that flag on all of your stuff. But you know what? You shouldn't put a flag at all because we know you don't care. You don't fucking care. And it's just it's a life of fucking virtue signaling and wanting to look like the better man or the better woman or the better it. I don't fucking know anymore, right? But I don't know. I just find it funny. Like, and she's like, "That's cool." I'm like, I guess it's fucking retarded. You really think Uber gives a shit? Not at all. Not at all. Do you think really fucking any of these companies give a shit? Not at all. They don't care. Why do they do it? Because it gives them more money. That's literally the only reason fucking why. I've said it before. When these fucking mass shootings happen, I'm pretty sure they fucking jerk their cocks off, the medical companies and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, they're getting paid for this stuff. They want people to die. They want people to go to the hospital and fucking keep coming back. Why? Money. There is no pride for anything. You shouldn't be proudful of a fucking rainbow flag. You shouldn't be proudful with a fucking flag of red, white, and blue and stripes and all that stuff. You shouldn't be proud for any kind of fucking flag. You should be proud for fucking being a human. Why can't we just be human? Because that's literally what we are at the end of the day. It's fucking annoying. The same shit with the whole Ukraine thing. Everyone was putting Ukrainian flags. It's like you didn't even know what the fuck Ukraine was. You thought Ukraine was Russia. Most people did. Most people probably still think it's Russia. It's not. It's the basis of kind of the same people. It's almost the same language. It's a different thing. People just don't know. People just don't care. But once something happens, it's good for me to talk about that. It's good for me to show support, even though you don't even know what the fuck you're supporting. All in all, what I can say is drink water. Don't just drink Red Bulls, because then you'll get fucked. And that's why my sister's out this week. Drink water, ladies and gentlemen. Drink water. Just be a respectful person. And go kill yourself. That's life. That should be what life is. One other thing before we head off is the markets. The markets are fucking great right now, right? We have, let me show you the current numbers just because it's fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure Bitcoin is at, I wonder if it went back up. I'm pretty sure it's like at 21,800 right now. I'm going to guess. I haven't checked like all day until like 5. Hoi! It's in 20,000 territory. Bro, that's not good. This is not good. Well, I don't give a shit because I'm not even in it. So it's just fucking, it's wild because we reported that, well, not us, but I saw a report that 40% of people that are in Bitcoin, when it was $32,000, were in the red with Bitcoin, right? Now it's at 20,900. Tomorrow, guarantee you it's going to be 19,000. 55, maybe 60% of people are in the red right now with Bitcoin. Crazy. Ethereum, 1,100. Crazy. When you think of Bitcoin being at 64,000, I think it was at 67,000 at one point, right? What was the high in 1 year? Let's see. 60. Where is that? I thought it was higher than this. 55,000? I thought it was in the 60s, wasn't it? Oh, no, right, I think. Yeah. 62,000. Yeah, 62,000, 63,000, somewhere around there. 66,000, I think. Maybe even 66,000. Fucking wild. Crazy. So we'll see what happens with that. Also, the Dow is down because it's down. What? The Dow's at 30,300, so about to break 30, go down to the 29 range, which will, I think, even boost it even more to go lower, faster. So people that are in the markets, you guys are fucked. People that are not, I guess, who gives a shit, right? Yeah, I found that it's crazy with the markets right now, with what's going on. Some things are staying relative, but some shit's dropping. Shit's dropping hard. But there's one thing going up all the time, and that's gas prices. It's fucking crazy. It's an interesting time that we're in. It's definitely going to be a very big change within a year. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about it because I'm not a professional, and I don't think anyone is a professional. You have all these fucking gurus like I can't even think of any names right now. Grant Cardone, obviously Ty Lopez, and all these fucking financial gurus and these financial retards that just fucking say shit. It's like no one fucking knows, man. No one knows. It's just fucked. And even if you do know, they'll do what they like. If you do make money, they'll just fuck you at the end of it. Like what happened with fucking all that shit when fucking GameStop and all that stuff. Like that right there just shows you how regulated it is, how much they can change and how much they can control. It's just, I don't know. But yeah, retirement should be fun for people that are about to retire if you did not freeze your 401k accounts. But I don't know. I don't know what to say. It should be interesting. But that's kind of all I want to talk about. I just want to talk about these like couple shooting things that happen and false alarms and people not giving a shit. You know, regular stuff that always happens. One more thing. I did shoot a Mark IV Super today. That was super fun. So with the outro of that, I just want you to check out my video that will be coming out with that. We'll be doing some there's photos and videos and things like that with it. So go to all of our links that we have down below. My Instagram channel or Instagram page, DSEC208, YouTube channel, DSEC208, DSEC208 on everything. Check out our shit. And then check out TARS as well. We have our Instagram and all that stuff. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all we got for you guys today. Sorry that wasn't here all day. But that is that. So you have to listen to my shitty voice for 30 minutes and 22 seconds, 23 seconds, 24 seconds. Other than that, thank you guys so much for joining us. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you retards next week. See you retards. Need help? Nope.